What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Nick Rich here. And I'm here to tell you about why I left Nikon. What is that? Like, what is that pause? Do you do that? When you go to record a video, do you have a pause because you're not sure like what your intro should be? You see all these other people with these perfect intros and they do it every time and you're just like, What's up, y'all? We back. Nick Rich here. I'm here to tell you about my last 4 years, 3 years, 4 years. I want to 3 years, 19, 20, 21, 3.5, roughly 4 years with the Canon M50. That's right, y'all. The Canon M50 is my first mirrorless camera. I had been with Nikon for 10 years, y'all. 10 years of different lenses, different cameras. I think I had 3 or 4 different Nikon cameras. And I started to shoot a lot more video, and I'll show you guys some of the video footage that I have on my Nikon. It was absolute trash. No diss to Nikon, but nah, I've seen some Nikon video and it just wasn't it. And where my demand was coming from at the time, I needed the ability to shoot video, and I needed it to look good. I needed it to look clean. I needed my client to see it like, wow, I have that wow factor. Y'all did this. Like me and my team, everybody else was shooting with Canon. And, you know, I was a Nikon. I was like, I'm not going over to Canon. Then I ended up going over there and I was like, okay, wow. And I really came here to talk to those beginner photographers, those beginner content creators. They want to shoot video. They want to start documenting and vlogging and stuff like that. And I want to tell you why the M50 is still a great camera for beginners. Let's get into it. You saw that footage, right? It's the last 4 years of content. In case you guys don't know who the guy was that was talking, that is Eric Thomas, goes by ET the Hip Hop Preacher. A little bit of footage in there, my partner Nikki and some of my other clients. E is like the #1 motivational speaker in the world. So me and my team, we travel with him. We travel all around the world. London, Jamaica, Mexico a few times. All around the country, Atlanta, Vegas, Utah, New York, all over the place, right? And the trusty M50, it took me all of those places in the last 4 years. Now, some other cameras have come along that I wanted to upgrade to. I'm usually a tech guy. I want the latest tech, but I never really felt that need, that push to upgrade. I'm like, no, like I'm good. Like, I'm good with what I have. I've seen other footage, and this is the one thing that I want to talk to you guys about. It's not always about the gear. I've come across a lot of videographers, a lot of photographers shooting weddings and different events and stuff like that. And they got the latest camera gear. They got all the lenses in the bag and all the gadgets and whistles, and my stuff always came out better. It's not always about the camera. It's about the user. If you know how to use what you have, you don't always, like, I don't want you guys to feel like you need to upgrade to something else. Now, why I say the M50 is a great beginner camera, first thing we're going to talk about is price. It comes in at a great price point. They did upgrade to the Canon M50 Mark II. So they have a different version, and I believe there was very minor upgrades from the first edition M50 to the Mark II. The Mark II was more so for streaming because a lot of people are streaming now. They got Twitch, they got the gamers and all of that. You can live stream on YouTube, Facebook. So they did upgrade for that, even though I have streamed from the M50, no problem at all. But it's still a beginner's camera When I first got my hands on it, it was very easy to use. I found a YouTube video by then she was unknown to me, but now it's my homegirl Diana Gladney that just showed me how to set up the menu on the M50, and it's very straightforward. It's so easy to use. You can change the white balance, the ISO, everything. You can adjust your camera to whatever settings you need, indoor, outdoor. There are a few things that I picked up along when I first got my M50. I got a Viltrox speed booster that allowed me to bump my f-stop just a little bit lower. And it also allowed me to use the Canon EF lenses. I'll talk to you about what those are in a second. The EF lenses that came with older cameras, and they have some new EF lenses that I'm still able to use because of the converter that comes on the Viltrox speed booster. Now, I hope I'm not losing some of my beginners here when I'm talking about, you know, these different words, speed booster, EF lens. There are different lenses that come with Canon cameras. There's EF, there's EFS, there's M, and there's RF lenses. They are for the different styles of cameras that Canon has. You got your EF lenses that go with your traditional cameras, that go with the Canon DSLRs, I would say. You have the M lenses that are for M mirrorless cameras. They got a whole mirrorless line of lenses that are specific for that camera, where you don't need a converter or a speed booster to get the camera to lock on. These are for cameras with interchangeable lenses, guys. I don't want to lose you. I'm not talking about your typical point and shoot camera. While you can get by with one of those, from what I know that's out in the market right now, the Sony EV is one of the best point and shoot cameras that doesn't have an interchangeable lens. It's just the one lens on there with the digital zoom on there. Okay, so if you're looking for something that scalable on, you know, that realm of content creation, I would say it's very easy. You can slip it into your pocket. Ladies, you can slip it into your pocketbook, pull it out, point, shoot. It has a microphone that goes right on top, and you're good. But if you're stepping into this content creation game, you want to start vlogging, you want to be a, you know, semi-professional to pro, again, Canon M50 is the way to go. Now, going back to the lenses, you got EFS and you have your RF lenses. The RF lenses are for the Canon R line. Ended off talking about the RF line because that's what I'm upgrading to. I just bought the Canon R7. I actually bought it May 22nd, and today, being June 23rd, I was supposed to get my shipping notification, but I didn't. It's still on back order, so Canon, what up? Can I get that? It says new item. For weeks, it said shipping June 23rd. Now it's saying new item coming soon, and I got an email last week that says still on back. Like, bruh, come on, man. I paid that tab, send me my camera. Stop playing with my emotions. Now, y'all good. I know it's coming sometime soon. I got you. Look, right? If you are a beginner, or if you are trying to switch over from another camera family, I suggest the Canon M50. If you want to just get your feet wet, dip your feet in the pool, you don't want to spend too much money, Canon M50 on the M50 Mark II is the way to go, guys. You saw the footage that I was able to shoot with it. It is an amazing camera for both photo and video. I will say, coming from Nikon, I had an extremely sharp image, but it wasn't until I really took the time to learn how to shoot with this Canon M50 that I'm filming on right now that I was able to capture some of the same images, if not better. There are so many things that you can do with this camera, and people think that, you know, it's not that much of a power horse because of how small it is, but trust me, I get beastie with this camera. You understand me? All right, guys, I didn't want to hold y'all too long. Just wanted to walk you through my journey with the M50. I have loved this camera. I still love this camera. I'm not letting it go. I just want my R7 to get here. M50 is going to be sticking around for a little bit while longer. But that's it, guys. I thank you for tuning into the channel. If you are still here, please drop a like, subscribe, send this to somebody that's interested in Canon cameras or interested in content creation and they don't really know where to go. All right. Links below to everything that I am filming with today, and I'll see you guys on the next one.